Hi. Am I in frame? I don't even know. Hello? Can you see me? God? It is me. Hello. Hey everyone. We're actually waiting on Adam still. We're having technical difficulties. One of the players is a technical difficulty. Until then, I figured that we'd have a little round table. We'll talk a little kind of impromptu conversation about what is it called? Oh yeah, the last session.
God, that camera is so unlevel.
Yeah, I know. I saw it as soon as I looked at it and I was like,
What the fuck happened?
I moved it.
Oh, well,
God damn it, Crowe!
I told you to fix it!
I am sorry!
That's not true.
You said fix that one? I didn't remember that. Twist the handle, Caine, and then the handle.
The handle? What the hell? No, it's on level.
I love how you see Caine's reflection in TV.
I mean, technically it is level, but it's not.
I'm so confused.
That level is level.
I think it's because I think it might be getting pushed up by the stand that it's on.
That's unfortunate. I guess. Twitch notification?
Why is it on me?
I switched it to Crowe. Whoops. There it goes. Now it's on me.
Why is it on you?
I don't know.
That's not helpful.
That just goes in the fucking.
How about all of us?
Okay, fuck it. Main feed.
Main feed, it's just me. I am the main feed. I am in...
Is it still crooked?
Yeah, it's still crooked. I have an
Look
eye.
over it. There's gonna be a delay, so you have to wait.
No, I was just saying I have an eye for level, and it's not.
Oh.
Oh god, he broke it! It's not broken. Don't panic. Okay, actually, no, it was level. Oh, it's okay. Good.
You're good?
I don't know what it looks like, but...
His thing is not.
Oh my god, there's 4 people watching.
Guys. One of them is me.
One of them's also me.
Your computer's closed.
What if Adam's watching and he's not here?
If Adam's watching, you're a fuck!
Yeah. Hi everyone. Oh, there's 5 people watching now. Shit. Thanks for tuning in. We planned on starting at 7, but I think we're gonna push that to 7:30, unfortunately. So until then, we're just gonna have a little conversation and figure out what happened last time and have some fun while we're here. If you have any questions, throw them in this chat. We should have. Do we have that VOD available to us? Because I couldn't find one. The last
What is
session, the VOD, video on demand.
Oh, like.
The recording of the Twitch stream or the last one.
Was it not on the channel?
I
It
didn't.
did not
I
have
didn't
like,
see it.
No, it wasn't
Huh.
on the show.
That's weird.
Yeah, I thought it would.
It automatically does it for mine, so that's all.
Yeah.
So you'd have to go into and see what's going on with it.
Oh, we lost a viewer. Damn it.
Damn.
Washed up. Wow. So, level 4.
Yeah. It's pretty sick being at level 4 for now. To reach level 5.
If you live long enough.
True.
Do you guys have any questions about the world?
No. I mean, not for the moment.
What, you don't have any bullshit questions?
Yeah.
Okay.
What time of day is it right now?
Right now? What happened last time? Where were we at? Oh, yeah. No, it's like, you guys are waiting for nighttime, aren't you? Yeah, so I'd say probably at 9 p.m. whenever we start.
Sick.
Or I guess if you guys would want to start later, it's whenever you guys want to start.
Yeah.
But
Whenever it, like, turns dark.
with where you're at, it's funny because since you're in a more desert-like area, you're actually it's not going to be super dark because the sun's rays reflect off of the moons, which are always full. So there's always 2 full moons in the sky. So it's actually, visibility is pretty good, like straight up.
Okay, so actual question. Why the fuck are the moons always full?
Because the way the world works, there's basically kind of one Pangeic continent, and it's kind of like essentially the rest of the world is an ocean. Like beyond that, so where you guys are at, which is basically from everywhere, and because of the high elevation, you guys are actually thousands of feet above sea level at all times. Oh, hey buddy.
I texted him in all caps, said you better be watching.
Well, I'm sorry that you were peer pressured into that. Hey buddy. How you been? If you guys have any questions, throw them out there because we're just bullshitting until Adam gets here. So I apologize.
Adam's bad with fucking
articulation, communication.
all of the above.
I'm gonna put on Twitter that it's gonna fucking
At that motherfucker.
like we are.
Happy May the 4th.
Happy Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
Did both of you see the new Kenobi trailer?
Yeah.
No.
It was pretty sick.
It is fucking. The end of it is terrifying.
Yeah, I heard it was spoiled.
Oh, who's?
How long has our campaign been?
This is the second episode. You are here
It's
at
the
the
second episode.
very beginning.
Yeah, and he didn't even show up on the second fucking episode on time. Come on! At least, like, get, like, 5 episodes deep. But yeah, no, it's been... so, technically, there are some strands from previous campaigns, so... From my mind, baby, probably a few years. From baby mind.
My baby mind.
But yeah, no, it's we're just vibing. Unfortunately, God, wow, we get to 7 people, and he doesn't show up.
7. What the fuck?
Wow, that's more than Gary's ever had. This
I know,
is insane.
right? It's crazy.
Am I wrong or right? I'm wrong, right?
No.
Oh shit! I feel bad now. Oh no! Oh god! Oh god! No.
Let's.
I think 7 might be the most when I got rated one time.
Let's link that Sentinel agent.
Sentinel agent.
Where's that template that I talked about?
The one that I, didn't have time to do.
Yeah. So we're in a completely homebrew world that is full of a lot of doom and gloom, and hence the descriptor. Which you guys have run into like the most like nice NPCs that I have planned. Like,
Great.
maybe he's nervous. Probably. Fucking probably. Oh, that's not the thing. Thank God. Shaking his boots.
He's
Oh my god, I
shivering in
fucking
his
love
boots.
this.
Oh my God. Yeah. Fucking.
Wow, we made it!
Finally showed up. There is a God.
It's literally only like 8 minutes. You can all fuck off.
It is 8 minutes. We have 7. We're not at 3 viewers. We had 7 viewers.
I
And
feel
now
like
we're at
that viewer. I feel like the Twitch viewer count is always fucked though.
3. Yeah.
It is.
Damn, that boy is hydrating.
Does anybody know who this person is?
That's a fucking clue. The whole time. Oh my God. Yeah. So for anyone curious, after we will have basically recap episodes where we do Q&As. But until that point, we're gonna get rolling into this. So let's do a recap of Get That. Thank you. Get that damn dog. Get that damn dog in here. So we're gonna do a recap. And instead of me doing the recap, we're gonna throw it to you guys. What happened last time?
No.
I will start it, but you guys gotta finish it. So, first thing that happened was you guys all awoken from a almost like coma that you had been put into by some sort of purplish figure. Yeah, no, don't pay attention to the chat. I took a glance, and I'm like, fuck, it's gonna be bad.
It's gonna break me so fast.
Yeah, you don't get to. So, you guys all awoken from a comatose 5-year coma, essentially, where you were had complete deprivation of all of your senses and no idea of how much time had passed, and almost felt like the nap that takes too long to where you don't know what day it is, but it felt short enough that it felt like a nap. So, after you guys awoken, what happened? Who'd you guys run into? First guy you ran into?
He was a goblinoid.
Goblin?
Don't remember his
Your boy?
name.
Sneb?
Sneb
Yeah.
and Vadrin? Vadrin was his name. He was
Yep.
a human.
Yep. There we go. Cool.
And Vadrin was like a fucking tank. The motherfucker, I broke his cart and he picked it up like a...
He was a
Yes.
very large human. Sneb was dressed like a knight for some reason. And then...
What do you mean dressed like a knight for some reason? There's a reason.
Then later after that we found out he was a paladin.
Fuck off.
According to this world, paladins are very rare.
Okay, so yeah. So I'll keep it going. So paladins are rare because the gods are supposedly dead, which fast forward to whenever you guys were doing your community service to
Make up for a
your
wrongful imprisonment.
you know. So you looked at the image before it had been completely painted over, and whenever that happened, you went into this like dream state where you essentially met this being who screamed at you, "The gods are not dead." And from that point on, our boy Zanis was trying to figure out what happened, had a similar experience until it was ripped away from him by tentacles, in which he was greeted with a mind flare, which had an off, as the more you think about it, it had an off coloring to it. It wasn't like a normal deep purple mind flare.
Okay.
It was almost like whiter towards like the end of the tentacles. On the mouth. Then you guys skiddy bopped away and met your two new compatriots. Does anyone remember their names?
It is, fucking shit. Did I really not? No, it's Vigil and then Zulapon, I think. Is his name.
Nope. That
Alvar.
Yes.
Alvar's his name.
Alvar is the name of the cleric guy, kind of person that's been kind of following you guys around and leading you. He's the asshole. Vigil is the fairy dude who's kind of fucking. And Vigil is
The fairy.
the fairy with the ripped off wings that's following him around. So, anyway, sir, can I help you?
No?
Cool. Did you do the thing that I told you not to do?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, take it off the fucking screen. Anyway, so from that point on, you guys were led to a kind of like a midwestern like saloon like Rango town. Like it is a kind of a shack town in a desert area. You met a sheriff of sorts and a few people there. You ran into some sort of secret entrance, and you guys are waiting until night comes so you can do your little hikes.
Swifty.
Define Swifty.
Or Shifty.
That's not what Swifty is. Swifty is way cooler than that.
I know.
So, my question for you guys before we start is, what is your character's favorite food?
Oh,
Their favorite
fuck.
thing to eat? Guilty pleasure. It's in front of them. They have to eat it.
Angel food cake.
Angel food cake? Okay.
Something like very sweet.
Okay.
Not exactly sure, but
They like candy? Like butterscotch? Like what? Like or is it
sir, I don't
Cake?
know.
pie? Cake?
You're the cook.
There's so many things to
Name
think about.
something.
Like, I don't...
Okay,
like,
if
me
they're,
as a person
if
don't
they're in
like
the real
sweets.
world, if they're in the real world, like here, they have a real world. But if they're in this world, what would they be? What would they have?
I know. That's what I'm trying to think.
Okay,
something,
He eats
Name
ass.
something. Stop thinking about it. Just
Fuck
name it.
Gobstopper. Sure.
Hell
Fuck it.
yeah, we love
Popcorn.
Popcorn, of course. Anyway, so
That makes a lot of sense.
It's something that he can eat while he's fucking
Alright.
reading his books and shit.
cool. So now, as we delve back into the world,
Like the page's all nasty.
Listen up. As we delve back into the world, as you all are kind of biding your time, what are you doing while you're waiting for the sun to go down? The sun is setting, but what are you guys doing while you're...
Reading my letter.
Okay, just rereading it over and over and over?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
To Alvar and Vigil. So, to make sure the plan is correct, I'm gonna sneak up there, be stealthy, and try to figure it out. Trying to find another entrance to go into the little place. And then whenever I will come back and get you guys word, and then we can do our little raid.
As Alvar speaks up, he'll just kind of stare at you for an extra second. Yeah, sure. And Vigil's like, you want a friend? I can come along. I'm sneaky. He's wearing plate armor.
I don't think you're very sneaky
You know,
with
Alvar would agree with you, but I don't agree with Alvar.
if I'm remembering correctly, Alvar, you're a druid, right? You can shape change, or
I can do that, yes.
can you be a snake?
I can be a snake. Why do you want me to be a snake?
I don't know. That was the first thing that came to mind. Anything that would be stealthy. Can you fly?
No.
Damn. Yeah, I mean, I would probably like assistance while going for this. So if it can be anything that has a very
I
stealth.
could just follow you.
Cool. All right. I'd say we still wait until night falls, and then
We've got like 45 minutes probably.
cool. So yeah, just wait.
Okay, so as you guys are kind of biding your time, and the sun fully sets, moon's still full. Korhan, the middle moon, is not in the sky right now. It seems to be a new moon for Korhan. Anyway, as you all, what? Also lift up the dog,
Yeah, that's a dog.
Oh.
like Hasavinya the dog.
This is our sacrifice.
So, as yeah, well, you don't get to look at the chat. We can.
I was supposed to.
No, you're not supposed to look at the chat. I was helping. They think the dog is very cute. You're welcome. So, it is now nighttime. What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Wait, you see him gearing up to go stealth in.
Oh, great bitch. I will. Cast invisibility on myself.
Are you going in?
Mm-hmm.
Have you? Okay. So, what are you doing in this, Mr. Big Boy?
I'm just kind of waiting for everyone else.
Okay.
There's not a whole lot Boldaius can do to actually be stealthy. So.
True, but I mean, I didn't know if you wanted to like inspire them, give them any help.
Sure, I'll give
Because
them
they lost their finger.
a boom boom
Okay.
on each drum. See who you guys will get inspired.
Who are you inspiring? You can inspire one person. Okay. So as you're kind of like sitting around and you're like, all right, since it looks like it's almost about go time, you the little bongo drums on your hips, and you just feel like a resonance from like the sound waves hit you, and you just get a little more pumped. You're very used to doing shady shit, but this kind of gives you that old like adrenaline feeling like you got from your first few times doing it. And while you turned your back to him just to like boom boom, you guys don't see Zanis.
Where the fuck does Zanis go? Do you guys see Zanis disappear?
I mean, it
He was
looked like
right
he
here.
turned invisible. He was casting a spell.
Yeah, that.
You guys are really good at planning.
Yeah, it'd be great if, they would talk first before they did anything, but since they're not fucking here anymore, so. Anyways, Elvar, you ready to go?
Well, it seems like you already do have assistance. Do I really need to go?
Zanis, where the fuck you're at? I hope you're following.
I'm just gonna tap him twice on the shoulder.
Okay. And with that, I'm gonna hate this,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm going to disguise self to where I look like a drow,
Okay.
and then I'm just walk towards him.
Okay. So as you take the shape of a dark elf, your ears start to elongate and your skin tone darkens as your what color eyes?
They're more like thinking this, like
Oh yeah, so like they're kind of like a purplish blue, like it's a deep indigo as well, and so there's kind of like that like encircling of colors as you progress your way down there. You can kind of hear his footsteps, and like you are in sand, so it's easy to tell when someone's kind of following you in sand if you're being any sense of just like aware. So as you like keep an eye on where the sand is like shifting, making your way to the town, what do you do once you get towards the edge of the town? And you can also change what your clothes look like. So what are you wearing?
Right. So, remembering back from as a kid, they were mostly wearing like dark suits, kind of, but more like combat related suits where it's like rough in some patches.
Yeah.
And then there's like studded pads.
Okay, cool. So as you kind of stroll into town, you're both feeling the chill as the sun and the warmth is like fully gone from this area. The cold breeze starts to make your skin like goosebump as your physical form doesn't actually do this because of your disguised self, but you guys are all starting to feel pretty cold. It's going to be very uncomfortable for anyone who's staying back.
I put my hood up.
Okay.
Is it so?
So no one is out right now.
Okay.
So everyone seems to be indoors of some sort. And as you kind of stroll into town, there doesn't look to be anyone around.
Okay. I'm gonna go towards the store. I'm gonna try to sneak up there.
Okay.
Roll stealth check. Or...
Yes, please. Well, actually, so how are you approaching this? You're approaching this, you are doing this stealthily. You're not trying to blend in. Okay, go ahead. That's a stealth check.
That is a 12, and I can use my bardic inspiration on this. So what is the die for that?
Should be a D6.
D6.
Level 4.
13.
13. Okay. And how are you trying to? Are you trying to just scales? Like, how are you trying to enter this building?
Well, I'm just looking around.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm not sneaking in. I'm just
Okay.
looking around for like an entrance.
Yeah.
Or
As you kind of look around, there seems to be a cellar of sorts, and but there's no extra entrances that you weren't expecting beforehand.
Got it. So there's a cellar door, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, there's the cellar door, and then the main door that you
Yeah.
walked in before, or the general store.
It looks like it goes down, right?
I mean, you can try and open it. It doesn't look like yes-ish.
Like when I
It
look at
is definitely. It does go. It looks like it goes that way.
Okay.
It looks like it goes down. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to see if there's a lock on it, or it seems to be.
No, there doesn't seem to be a lock on it.
You can try to open it, just
Yep.
very quietly though.
Roll me a stealth or sleight of hand check, depending on how are you trying to quietly open it.
Just like slowly
Okay.
pulling it.
Roll me a stealth check with disadvantage, please.
That's not great. Haha, 10.
So as you start to like pull on it slowly, you hear.
Stop.
Now it's not down. It's you still would have to close it.
Yeah. Wait for the. Try it again. Alright. Stop. Now let's try to set it down.
As one of the hinges sticks, and as you start to push it down, it and closes.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
How big are the buildings around here?
They're small. They're shacks.
They're
like
small.
the biggest building is the saloon.
Are
and
they like tinted or are they flat?
No, they're tinted. They little roofs.
Okay. Okay.
They're cobbled together with whatever stone was around, wood mostly, very dry wood.
Got it. I'm just going to try and find like a dark spot I can blend myself into.
I mean, you could just hug a wall and it'd
Okay.
be into a dark spot.
Got it. And I'll hug a wall real quick.
Okay, so you kind of like start to panic a little bit, look around, and then you could just hug the closest wall. As you kind of slink up into the shadows, Zanis, are you doing anything?
I'm just gonna wait
Okay.
and see what he does.
Okay. So as you slink to the shadows, after a few minutes, nothing.
Wait a little bit longer. Another like 2 minutes. Go back over there and try it again.
Okay. Stealth check with disadvantage.
So 8.
So as you start to pull on it, the first pull does that. Do you keep going?
Nope.
Okay.
Set it down.
It didn't even go up. As you started to pull, it just the metal on metal,
Sick.
like the little like reinforcements on the edges. Yeah.
All right. Do the same thing. Run back real quick. Hug a wall.
Nothing.
Go to the front door real quick.
Okay. Walk your way around.
Open.
Opens right up.
Anyone here?
You don't hear anything. Roll me a perception check.
Uh, 24.
Okay. You smell a cigar.
Does it seem like it's from behind me or?
No. And you don't see anything around. as you're kind of like keeping an eye
Yeah,
out.
no, I've been
Yeah.
watching behind him whatever he's doing.
It seems like this place is closed, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
There's no lights on. You don't hear anything,
Okay.
but you just catch the like stench of that familiar cigar.
Got it. Just look around. Go up and down the aisles.
So as soon as you go inside,
Yeah.
so as soon as you go inside, you see the sheriff, that dragonborn, the silver dragonborn, looking at you. We're closed.
I'm sorry. Didn't seem like we were closed since the door was locked. I'm sorry. I'll find my way out. I apologize, and I'll leave real quick.
Okay. He doesn't follow as you close the door behind you.
I'm gonna go find my way back to my other people, the party.
Okay.
So I'll leave the city and
Meander your way back. Are you doing anything?
I've got an hour of invisibility. I'll hang out until I've got about 15 minutes left. See if the sheriff and the dragonborn leave, or
Sheriff is the dragonborn.
oh, sorry, the dragonborn
Yeah.
is sheriff. Sorry. So I'll see if he leaves. See if he goes anywhere. See if anything suspicious happens before I'm gonna go.
So by that time, because it only took you like 10 minutes to get here, so 10 minutes walk back, nothing's happening in that time. You make your way back to the camp. As you see Boldaius hood up, the vigil in the ferry is kind of sitting crisscross applesauce, just chilling, just bouncing. And then Alvar seems to be meditating of some sort, as he's kind of his like slick back hair just kind of floating in the wind a little bit more than what physics would usually say, as he's just meditating.
John away. Because I think at that point it would have gone away, if I'm correct. No, it's an hour. Yeah, I'll head back, get rid of the disguise self, and then so there's a cellar door, and the cellar door is unlocked. The front door is unlocked. The sheriff was sitting inside of the building. Seemed to be guarding it, I guess. But that's all I really found out. So.
Okay, so what's the plan?
Well, I mean, you guys seemed like you guys wanted to make a ruckus, so.
I did not want to do that. The people who wanted to do that was the one who's not here. He had the fire idea.
Got it.
I said we should not do that.
Well, then, what's your plan then?
I'd not immolate a town.
Okay.
And Vigil's like, I mean, if it make you happy, I think we could try it. No. Maybe. Okay, no. Why don't we go talk to him? That didn't go well last time, never mind. Where's Zanis?
I have no clue. I mean, I knew he was behind me from some part, but after that, I kind of ignored him and kind of came back here as soon as possible.
Zanis. Zanis? Zanis!
Look down on the ground, see if there's any other footprints beside mine.
He's not around.
Got it.
And he's also not yelling loud enough for you to hear.
Cellar door, creaky as hell, so if we're going in, we're going in and potentially fighting no matter what, so.
I mean, fighting is okay, I guess, but just try not to burn the entire place down.
Yeah, I don't want to burn the civilization down.
Boldaius, do you have any ideas? What do you think we should do? You've been quiet, like, the whole time.
Except for
Except for your bungos. That's what they're called, right? Bungos.
Yeah, that's what they're called.
That's so cool. Bungos. Do you do poetry? Like slam poetry?
What is that?
We'll talk later. Do you have a plan?
None at all.
Do you have an idea?
Well, I was gonna try and make one, and then dipshit turned himself invisible and walked away.
Well, that seems pretty par for the course. Well, I'm just here to make sure you don't die.
Yep. I guess we wait until he comes back to fully invade this.
That spell lasts for an hour, unless he casts it more powerfully, but I don't know.
I guess we wait for another hour until he gets back. Or 35 minutes.
We can play rock, paper, scissors.
Hey. Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, shit, no. I mean, yes, I won. I didn't forget to go. Are you doing anything?
The fact that you two idiots managed to get your rock, paper, scissors bullshit into the fucking podcast it actively pisses me off.
Sir, are you doing anything?
I told you I was watching, 15 minutes left, I had that.
He didn't seem to head out. So, as you back, you are at the camp. You will have 5 minutes of your invisibility left. So,
I'll go up behind him. I'll tap him on the shoulder and appear on this one.
Which one was?
Him.
You instantly just tap on me on the other shoulder. I instantly turn around and pull out my bow and ready to fire. I don't know. I hope that was you, Zanis. Otherwise, I'm shooting.
No, I appeared on your
and
other
then you
shoulder.
look to your left and you see him.
Oh, you like?
I did the shoulder thing to you. I tapped on this one and I appeared on the right one.
Oh, got it. No, I thought he was like still visible.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no. I turn around immediately. Just have my bow pointed at you. I was like, let's not try that again, please.
Are we gonna talk about how you somehow managed to pick the single squeakiest?
There is a is it a mouse? Is it squeaky? I like mouses.
No, the cellar door. It was squeaky as hell.
And let me guess, you didn't try to cushion it or try and
No.
let the log, anything like that?
There was no lock.
The hinges?
You didn't say hinges.
I didn't say anything. What?
No, I didn't. Didn't try anything except for try to open the damn door.
Okay. Well, I'll just go open it then.
Okay.
All right. It's a fun
Do you
conversation.
have anything to add? Either of you two? Damn it.
Out of game.
Town layout?
Yeah.
So the saloon's probably in the center, right?
The saloon is in the center, and right across from it is the general store,
Okay.
which is where the cellar door was.
So is it just like one path and then like houses
It's-
on each, or like
It's
buildings on
like
each side?
the houses are kind of like strewn about, but it's kind of like a hallway.
Okay.
Like they're houses.
So there's
like,
not multiple rows of houses?
no.
Okay, that's what I
And
was thinking.
there's distance between them. Literally, it's the town from Rango. If you've seen
Yeah,
it, like,
yeah.
it's literally like.
Okay.
Anyway, but yes, so it is definitely distance from each other.
Okay.
I can handle squeaky. I like squeaky.
Okay.
Let's go. I'm ready.
We'll lead them to the back
So
alley.
Vigil starts skipping next to you, just very excited. Every time you look at his because he is a fairy, but he's kind of a large fairy. He's like the size of like a gnome. He's very large, and his wings, every time you look at his wings, you almost get like a tinge of sadness, like emitting from your heart. like as soon as you look at his wings, it like something washes over you. So either you look at that, however your character would do that, if they would stare at them more, look away. But you start to feel sadness when you look at his wings. But when you look at his smile, it's like warming. So it's this like awkward like tandem of emotions whenever you're kind of around him. You just think Alvar's a dick. I mean, Alvar seems to not be very personable. So, as you guys make your way, is anyone rolling stealth checks?
Yep.
Okay. Are you still a drow, by the way?
No.
Okay.
I dropped it whenever I got back.
Okay.
25.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
And I am distancing myself.
Yeah. So you kind of distance yourself and you like blend into like basically your like undead form. The shadows around your like the veil of shadows starts to like impose your entire body into shadows as you lose sight of Alvar completely. No clue where he's at. Vigil, on the other hand, his skips, he's getting high in the air. He's got hops. Like, he
With
is...
fucking plate armor.
with fucking plate armor. He's a honking fairy. He's a stubby little fairy.
Crap on his shoulder. Let's not skip, please. Let's try to do this stealthily.
Right. And he starts doing, like, the Scooby-Doo, like the or the Pink Panther.
Yeah.
And he just starts... He's making less noise, but he's still in plate armor.
Yeah. Go back there.
Yep. So as you guys kind of go around, everyone's kind of seeing the area. It's just a plain wooden wall. There's actually no imperfections on the back of it, which is kind of weird because most of the other buildings have like warped wood that's super dry. As you guys all walk around there, you see the cellar doors are no longer there. The two doors that you guys saw, like the two
Yeah.
doors, gone.
Zanis. Which one is it? Z with.
It's a Z.
Okay. Zanis.
If you turn it to the side, it's an N.
God.
Nanis.
You saw the.
No.
Oh.
You saw the cellar doors, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay. I'll try to see like.
I've already started to like try and scuff dirt to see if it's some form of invisibility.
Yeah, so like there's like dirt and sand, but it like as soon as you like start dusting it away, it seems to be clay, like on top. Like hardened clay too. So is this the squeakiest door I've ever heard about? As Alvar kind of
Yep.
picks up his
This
toe.
was supposed to be the squeakiest door I've ever witnessed. But unfortunately, it's not here anymore. So.
We can just go to the general store.
Yeah, let's go around the other side. Fuck it, right?
Yeah, fuck it, sure, why not? Let's go to the front.
So you guys start to walk around. What do you guys do? Who's leading the charge?
Zanis is in the fucking back.
Okay.
And make sure he's in the front.
My ass.
I will take lead.
Okay.
And
Boldaius, where are you?
I'm right in the middle of everybody.
Okay. Alvar is also in the back. Vigil's in the front.
Yeah. So,
Vigil's with you.
so I'm right behind Vigil.
Okay. So you're right above Vigil because Vigil is like 3 feet tall, and you are like, how tall? Like 7 foot?
I
Something?
think so.
Or 8
like
foot?
7'2".
Yeah,
Dude's
he's
fucking
7'2".
massive. Dude's swole.
You're big. He's big as fuck.
Pretty sure I'm 7'2".
Okay, cool. So he's well over 7 foot. As
Yeah, 7'2".
as you guys, as you and Vigil kind of walk through the front door, you see the familiar sheriff, the silver dragonborn with like clad leather, like large boots, and a not like a sheriff like cowboy hat, but kind of like a little bowler hat. He didn't have this on before. He's had a little bowler hat. Not like a tiny one, like from Meet the Robinsons, but like an actual bowler.
Okay, I was about to say exactly where I went.
And I hate you.
Fuck that guy.
So, yeah, he's got a big bowler hat on. And as soon as you guys walk in, he kind of takes it off. This was not on when you walked in. And he takes it off. Can I help you? It's closed.
You know, there is something you can help me with.
I pick your words very wisely.
Let me cast Levitate.
On?
Him.
Okay. Is there a save for levitate? There is, isn't there? He rolled
yeah.
low.
So 13.
Yeah, he did not. What was the save actually?
So
what is it?
13.
What kind of save?
Oh, con.
He got real close. He got a 12.
Cool. So he's just gonna rise vertically and up to 20 feet.
So as he starts to rise, he goes, well, sorry about it. And he's going to use his breath weapon on everyone that is in the way. So I want everyone to make me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Nope.
Am I a healthy boy?
Am I a healthy boy?
13.
13?
12.
Okay.
6.
Yeah, so you had to beat a oh wow, 15. That was actually nice. Cool. So, who failed? Who succeeded?
I failed.
Oh, I gotta roll for them. Vigil? Fucking healthy boy. And then Alvar, he barely succeeded. So you guys will take.
Oh no.
Oh wow, that is 15 damage
Damn.
as a breath weapon. As you see him start to float up, and as he floats up, it almost looks like it's on purpose as his chest starts to expand, and this like frostbitten cold just washes over you as ice seems to like grow on your skin. But he doesn't seem to do anything else.
Okay.
He like, you guys aren't in initiative yet. He hit you with a breath weapon, but he did not do anything else. And now he's just waiting for someone to do something. You notice his hand is like hovering over his hand crossbows.
I cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Okay.
I cast Mage Armor.
Okay.
I just want the cellar to be able to go down.
No.
Pull out my bow and arrow and shoot at him.
Okay. As soon as you pull out, he has a fast. You can roll initiative,
Yeah.
but it's whoever has the quickest draw.
Okay.
Oh, dude,
He
wow.
has a very quick draw. What'd you get?
I was going to roll for an attack, but
Roll for initiative because he was ready for it.
wow. Great, my first natural one of the game.
Oh no!
So that's 8.
Join the club.
Swords instead.
Huh?
Do you have any swords on you?
I have
Or-
a dagger and a quarterstaff.
You grab your quarterstaff instead of your bow, and you go to shoot it too, because as you were getting prepared, you put your bow on your left side when it's usually on your right, and so you reached back, grabbed your quarterstaff, and pulled it back. As you do, everyone can roll initiative. You won't get a crossbow bolt. Yep.
My first natural one.
I might as well have rolled one because I rolled a 2.
Boy. Ooh.
Wow.
That's gonna be 12 damage to you.
Sick.
as you get a crossbow bolt.
We're
into
gonna
the shoulder.
die in the first encounter of the campaign.
I have to roll for everyone. Fucking Halfheart apparently doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, nailed just Boldaius, apparently.
Vigil rolled high. And
What's
the sheriff rolled very high.
I started before you.
As
Am I rolling initiative again?
yeah, actual initiative.
Oh, I
now.
have a plus
9.
Okay. So 25 through 20.
Never mind, we're tied.
Okay. 20 through 15. So okay, so it's the sheriff then Vigil, 15 through 10. Boys, 10 through 5.
5.
9.
Who was the higher dex?
Me.
Okay, you can either go first or you can roll for it, or you can choose who wants to go first.
Did you roll these? 13.
Okay. So, and then what'd you get?
9.
Not okay. You got that. Okay. So it'll be boys, and the sheriff will pipe up after he basically like quick draws into your shoulder, and he goes, "I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm the first line of defense. I'm the easiest thing you can go against. So if you want to keep going, it only gets worse from here." And he pulls out both of his crossbows and he's gonna ready an attack. So then it'll go to Vigil, and Vigil will be like, "Halfheart, what am I doing?" Doesn't say anything. Halfheart just looks at him, just looks at assesses the entire situation. "Okay, what am I doing?" Someone can command Vigil to do something.
Hit him.
Okay. So Vigil will go the 20 feet and schwang. He has extra attack and let's see if that hits. It should. Oh. Oof.
Oh, I would have lost concentration on levitate.
Oh, so he dropped to the ground.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. And so because he is doing that,
Would he catch himself?
huh?
So would he catch himself? The sheriff.
Oh, would you stick the landing?
He is actually very dexterous. So let's see. Yeah, he rolled a natural 19.
Cool.
All right. Vigil is going to get 2 bolts fired into him, and oh my god, I can't sign into. Do you have D&D Beyond up?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have it on your phone by chance? Or a different device?
Mm-hmm.
Because apparently, I'm not prepared. But those will both hit for sure. So he is going to. The first one. Oh, that's a hefty hit. Thank
I'm pretty
you.
sure he's at the very bottom.
I am very prepared. He's not on here.
He's one of the do not look sorry.
Oh, right. Anyway, I just went to the D&D podcast. Do not look part 2. Cool. So, oh yeah, that hits. Yeah, those both hit. Okay. So he's gonna take a hefty bit of damage here. The first one, and then the second one. How much health does he have? Uh-oh. Please don't die. Oh, he has a lot of hit points. So that was 14 plus 12, so that's 26. Cool. So as he charges the Dragonborn, he gets 2 bolts in the same spot, like right into his clavicle, like right in the right where his armor isn't. As they sink in, he kind of like loses his balance and takes out this longsword and tries to strike over the top and whiffs, and he tries to swing it around. And he tries to swing it around, and as he does, it just gets batted by this Dragonborn as he puts the crossbows right up to Vigil's face. And then it'll be your turn.
wrong weapon. Shoot that one this time.
And it's the first round of combat, so you get 2 attacks, right?
Yep.
Cool.
Is it 3 or is it only 2?
Hmm?
Because of the earring. Because of the magical thing that you gave me. Because I would essentially get an extra attack.
But you're not. Yeah, you get the extra attack, but it doesn't add to it. It means you just get that every turn instead of the first turn.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Now I'm. Got it. Everything makes sense now.
Mm-hmm. So loose 2 arrows.
13 for the first one.
So the first one, he actually sidesteps behind Vigil as it glances off of Vigil's armor. Hey!
I'm sorry. And then the second one is going to be 14 plus 8. So.
That'll hit. Cool. So as he kind of sidesteps Vigil and it glances off his armor, he starts to try and ready his bow to you, his crossbow to you, as you loose the arrow. And how much damage?
15. So it's gonna be 19 damage.
As you loose the arrow, and it goes straight into his lung, where it, as he makes a large grunt. And then anything else with your turn?
Fuck. I should have done this before I checked my attack. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark.
Okay. So as you loose that arrow, almost like the air trail behind the arrow starts to glow like this sort of like orangish green, and as it makes contact with the arrow, these like spores like kind of like reach around, and like he's kind of like steadily like glowing, almost like he's outlined for just you. Mm-hmm. Then we got boom. Zanis, what are you doing?
Zanis is gonna try and kind of like find this. He doesn't want to be in the doorway.
Mm-hmm.
He wants to stay clear of the doorway because he doesn't know what might come in from the street.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna keep an eye on the Dragonborn. And he's gonna fucking Eldritch Blast the bitch.
Okay, go for it.
Probably miss. No, he's not. It's 26.
Okay, that hits.
Rolled a 19 twice today. This game is not gonna give me a natural 20. It's just not gonna fucking happen.
I rolled 3 8s.
So as you kind of slink back into the shadows, like waiting for your time as the chaos starts to ensue, you just see this little opening right between Vigil and the sheriff. As he kind of sidesteps, you see the arrow hit him in the lung, and as he like recoils, he like comes back almost in like a video game whenever their animation is coming back to
like
where
forcing him to come back.
And as soon as he gets his like his face back, how much damage?
4.
You launch the Eldritch Blast right into the same area, and you can almost see it like dent his chest a little bit as you see him go, and blood and like ice start to like spit up. And then anything else for you to try?
No, but Zanis already looks fucked up.
Got it.
Just from the beginning.
Boldaius.
Boldaius. It's not too happy. This guy's fucking us up. So
Okay.
He's gonna go into a rage.
Okay.
And since he doesn't have any weapons on him, he's just going to charge straight at him and grab him by the throat.
Okay.
If he can. And he's gonna try and just crush his windpipe.
Okay. Roll me a grapple check to see if you can get a hold of him. So roll me a d20 athletics check. Just roll me an athletics check.
Athletics. Okay. 19.
Okay, so you, as he's like recoiling from this, you, do you let out? How do you rage?
I just.
Yeah, so you just like smack yourself in the head. You guys, roll me a perception check, please.
I think that is going to be pretty good. That is 16.
16?
6.
Okay, you don't see this because you're behind him. You see this out of the corner of your eye as you start to hear him hit himself in rage. You start to see his eyes start to glow red. but not like the whole eye, just the iris and the pupil starts to glow red as he's charging. As you charge forward, you kind of like shove. Do you shove Vigil out of the way? How do you move through Vigil? Because Vigil is in the way. Okay, yeah. So as you like grab him by the throat, and his like large dragonborn self, which is still smaller than you, but he's a very hefty creature. His your large hands, like struggling to get fully around his throat, do make contact. You'll have to wait your next turn to actually use your action to crush it.
Okay.
But you do have him, and he is grappled. And then it'll be Alvar's turn.
Did he not want?
Yeah, he not one. Yeah, and it doesn't matter. He takes a step, looks around at everyone, and you see him kind of walk out the door. As he kind of like opens the door, peeks out, and closes it behind him. And then, back at the top with the sheriff staring daggers at you, definitely looks hurt. You see him start to reach for something. He drops his hand crossbow and starts to reach for something in his pocket. As he starts to grab at it and pull it out, you notice that it's almost like a small whistle. Similar to yours. What would you like to do? You are grappled with him, so if you'd like to try and do something as a reaction, you can.
I just have him with like.
Yeah, you have him by the throat, and he drops his crossbow, both of them actually, so he can put one hand on your hand, so he can relieve some of the pressure. Grabs the whistle out of his pocket and is starting to bring it towards his face.
I'm going to just, with my other hand, try and grab his.
Okay. Then I would like you to roll a strength check. You have advantage because you are raging.
16 plus 7.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, because he got a 22.
Nice.
Beat him by one.
Yeah, beat him by one. And so as he starts to do that, he starts to pull it out. You grab him by the hand, and you just start to like crush his wrist. As you can see him like physically like reaching towards it. Looks back at you, and kind of like shrugs his shoulders, and you hear him roar. I need everyone to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Nope. Fail again.
Dirty 20.
Okay, yeah, you had to beat a 15, so.
Unless this is to be fucking like frightened or something.
Nope. As everyone will be hit for 8 damage. As he lets out this thunderous roar that doesn't seem to be capable of coming from him. It erupts as you hear a roar as the ground starts to shake a little bit, and you're closest to the cellar, or to the secret entrance. You hear footsteps coming from it. And it is Vigil's turn. And Vigil's like, same plan?
Nope. Let's get out of here.
You didn't hear the footsteps.
Yep.
Same plan? He's not saying anything. Someone? Same plan? Someone help me! And he starts to just charge the guy and try and hit him while you've got him grappled, so he'll have advantage, so he should hit this time.
Yeah. Boldaius is pretty tunnel visioned right now.
Zanis is on his knees just shaking his head.
He what? No. Give me your face. Or whatever you need for this. Is that how that... Oh, yeah. Did I do it?
Nope.
Fuck. I'm a professional. Alright, so, because he does have the divine, fuck up. Alright, cool. So, as he charges, he puts away his longsword and pulls out his double-bladed scimitar. It looked like one scimitar until he does a shunt motion, and the other side shimmers out. It almost like unfolds. As he charges forward, on the first strike, he strikes up, and you see this divine light start to shine from it. Oh my god. 12 plus 5, 17 plus 4, 21 damage. No, 17 times 2, 34 plus 4. So 38 damage. As he strikes up, you see it completely, like, almost bisect his shoulder. Like, where your hand's on his throat, right underneath it, almost like where he got shot in the clavicle, it starts to bisect and completely, like, rip through the top portion. It seems like he made contact right about here as he was trying to avoid your elbow from hitting. As he starts to go limp in your hands. And he seems to be losing consciousness very quickly as the other strike comes down and slices at his gut as it like goes about like a few inches deep into the side of him as he's like barely hanging on. And then it will be your turn, sir. And, sorry. He is barely hanging on, but he seems like he's losing consciousness.
I don't feel too well. Let's get the fuck out of here. So I'll put away my longbow and I'll pick up my staff and I'll get out of there.
Yep. So you pick it up, you come out the door, and you see Alvar standing in the doorway, keeping an eye out.
Cool.
So you push past him, or
I look bloody, like ears, or my blood's coming down from my ears. I'm like, get out of here. Not the right time. And I'll push by him.
okay. He just kind of like looks at you as you just start to get out of the way. Do you do anything else with your turn?
No.
Okay.
Zanis is just gonna get out. More coming! And then he's going to be forced to do the thing that he doesn't want to do. And he's going to transform into his form of dread.
Okay. So you start to see Zanis's like very frail looking body expand. The skin starts to expand almost like a balloon. And as it does, black ichor starts to like almost like pop out of it. Like if you stab a water balloon, it starts to just fountain out. As it's fountaining in different directions, you see that ichor starting to rise almost into this like bubbling mass. And as it is, you see it rip the skin away and use it as just the face. The entire skin of his body is using it just as the face, as it's like this bubbling mass. So you can tell where his face is looking, but the rest of it is just complete ichor. As he activates his form of dread, you don't see this because it's behind you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you're raging. So, what else do you do?
Out of just pure frustration that I was forced to use this, he blasts the fuck out of the ship again.
Okay, you will have to go around because he's got him by the throat. So it'd be a very hard. He's either gonna have 3/4 cover, or you're gonna have to move around the room.
I'll move
Okay, are you gonna go closer to the cellar or away?
away from the cellar.
Okay, so as you start to like move away, you get a good lineup.
Do I have advantage because he's grappled?
Yes.
Thank God, I would have missed. 21.
That hits.
Cool. Three damage.
As you feel like the fight finally give out. He's still breathing, but the fight's gone.
Is he unconscious?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
He's at exactly 0. So, that'll bring it to your turn, sir.
Boldaius will lift him into the air and just throw him as hard as he can towards where the cellar is.
Okay.
The hidden cellar.
Yeah, just roll a strength check to see how cool it is. Are you about to Undertaker this man?
25.
Oh my god, you are. Yeah, it's almost like, it's like a choke slam, but you know how they usually like put two hands on it?
It's
You
like
just-
a Darth Vader, like, force.
Oh yeah. No. You hold him up for a second, and then you start to like spin a little bit, and you like almost shot put him, like skipping everything, just completely into the wall. It makes an impact as it like his foot like kicks the counter, and it indents the counter. Like the glass shatters as the wood is now completely like broken from the heel. You hear this from outside, and the wall gets completely just like smacked with this large dragonborn body as he lays there unconscious. What do? You are technically out of initiative right now. You finally, still raging, finally see this monster in your rage form. What do you do?
Friend or foe?
Begrudging ally.
That means friend. As Vigil pipes up, as he's like standing on his like double-bladed scimitar.
Gotcha.
Are you like fully out, or?
While this is happening, I'm cutting through a house, and while that's happening, I'm going to once again disguise myself as
The Drow?
as a human.
Okay.
Like a very like old, dirty like farmer.
Got it.
Like very like
Yeah.
short white hair and tiny ears, and just like walking out of there just with a limp. And,
Okay.
Like this place is no good.
Okay. So yeah, you start to move around. You don't see anyone out there. And Alvar, you see, are you keeping an eye on the general store?
Mm-hmm.
You see Alvar's just standing there. He's like looking a little impatient, looking around. And then you see him open the door and walk inside. As you all see Alvar looks at you and goes, "Oh, you guys have fun?" No? Alright. So, are we doing this or not?
They're coming.
Okay.
Boldaius kind of looks surprised because, like, in his rage,
Who is coming?
I could only assume everybody.
yeah, in his rage, he was just tunnel visioned on like choking the life out of this guy.
Yeah.
So is the hidden staircase open?
Yeah, as you threw the body, you hit the switch you needed to.
To open it?
Like, yeah, like
Okay.
it shattered, like it like started to open up, and your rage, you didn't see it. And
Gotcha.
you couldn't see it from the angle you were at because you were on the opposite side to get your angle on the shot. And so as you threw the body and you saw it land and you start to walk over and look at your victory, you see the doors open.
Do I see anyone down there?
No.
No?
You hear footsteps though.
Footsteps.
They sound heavy-ish. Like not gunk gunk, but more like
Like armor rattling?
yeah.
Yeah.
Not completely. There's a lot of footsteps. You do hear one that's going gunk, 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 gunk. Almost like metal on metal.
Boldaius is going to try and pick up the counter, kind of what's left of it. He's going to position it at the front of the staircase,
Okay.
and then he's just going to kick it straight down.
Okay.
Oh, we had different ideas to do the same fucking thing. I have Gus. I was just gonna throw his corpse down the stairs.
So are you moving his body? Because his body is in the way of.
I'll move his body.
Okay. So as you move the body,
No, downstairs.
well, you'd have to beat him to it. So are you rushing in front of him
it was probably gonna
while
take
he's
a second.
taking apart the countertop?
Yes. I was like, as soon as I realized what his plan is, I'm like, oh,
Okay.
I'll do it first.
Okay. So as you push the body down, you hear the footsteps stop. And you hear the name, Commander, as you finally get the countertop ready to shove down the staircase.
I'm gonna send it flying down the
Can I
stairs.
tell if the stairs go straight down? Or do they curve?
Yeah, what kind of angle do they go at? Is it just like a straight 45?
It's
or?
straight 45
Okay.
and as far as you can see.
Okay.
Like they don't turn, they just
As far as you can see.
Eldritch Blast.
Okay.
Just blind fire.
Okay.
So should I roll to the hit?
Yeah.
Okay. What the fuck am I doing? 16.
As the shadow energy starts to coalesce around your hand. You don't hear anything?
I will also say that I do have the Eldritch Spear.
Mm-hmm.
The 300 feet range.
Yeah.
Okay.
As you still hear the footsteps.
I'll keep firing.
Okay. After about like 2 minutes, you see people appear at the very front. So you kicked the thing. You kicked it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So as you kicked it, you heard as the debris seems to rattle everywhere. And as they appear right like 4 stairs down, as I'm getting a message. Sorry. As you see automatons, warforged, start to sprint upstairs. You see one that's like battered, but his shoulders have like shoulder pads on them, and he looks like a wrecking ball. As he's running full speed.
As soon as I see them, I'm gonna Misty Step
Okay.
to the door.
As you start to shrink into your shadows, you don't go anywhere. As you see the creature
That
behind.
motherfucker just counterspelled me. What the fuck?
As you see the creature behind, the Warforged right behind him, his eyes glow with this pink energy, and the crystals like shoot towards you, it basically evaporates the shadows. So you have to keep hitting something or getting hit to keep your rage up. Actually, it was over 2 minutes.
Yeah, I would have gone out of it anyways.
So what were you guys doing during that 2 minutes?
So probably just waiting to see what came up.
Okay.
And then
So you see that.
as I see that, I'm gonna hit the switch
Okay.
because I would have already known where it was from earlier in the day.
So please roll me a strength check because it is broken.
19.
Okay. As you kind of like shove it upwards from its downward position, it's actually lower under the counter. As you start like yank it up, it starts to close, and as the Warforge, as soon as it starts to close, the Warforge busts through the wood and is going to try and grapple you. Please roll me an athletics check, please.
That is a 14.
As it basically decleats you and starts to basically like lineman drive you straight to the back of the building. It doesn't pin you, it doesn't take you to the ground, it's just grabbing you and running.
I would have dropped out of Form of Dread during that.
Okay. Oh yeah, because it was over.
If I dropped, sorry, I didn't realize that. I would have left.
So as you get decleated and he's like you're off the ground.
Mm-hmm.
You have not been off the ground in a very long time.
Right.
As you see this, you see 2 Warforged fully appear in front of you, both of them having pink crystals for eyes. And you see them both, hands out, say, "Halt."
Alvar, I would like your, assistance, please.
As Alvar kind of like walks up, like saunters up, and he goes, "Oh, I thought that makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool." And he just gets down on his knees, puts his hands behind his head.
What?
You want to fight those things?
No.
Cool. And you see, he just stays. You see, he looks at Vigil, and Vigil stops, folds his blade back up to a single scimitar. Same thing. What? Assume the position. As the robots are still looking dead at you.
He just gets down.
Okay. Boldaius, as I would like you to roll another grapple check.
9 + 7.
As the Warforge hits you into the wall and then pulls you back and double legs and just slams you on the back, and your head, white pain shoots through your whole body, and you're almost concussed as the air is knocked out of you, and he actually flips you over and puts your hands behind your back as he's pinning you, and you're now restrained. And he goes, "Halt." That's it. That's all he says.
Can't do shit.
Do you just let it happen? Do you try to wrestle out of it, or?
He's definitely not gonna just let someone manhandle him like that.
Mm-hmm.
So he's gonna try
Okay.
and get an armor
Okay.
2 free.
You will have disadvantage because you are pinned.
Just roll 2 11s, so 18.
Damn. Yeah, as you do get freedom, and you notice now as you get your arms free and you turn over, and now he's knee on belly, so he's putting a lot of weight on you, but he's not actively trying to hurt you anymore. He was just trying to stop you. So what do you do?
Who are you?
Halt. Wait for instructions. That's what you hear.
Whose instructions?
Second in command.
I am second in command.
False. You are not the one. As you start to hear footsteps. Not as large, definitely lighter footsteps. As walking up, you see a black dragonborn female approach from the staircase. Oh. Hello. By what do we owe the pleasure? As the robot brings you over, if you allow, to your group. Alvar and Vigil are now hands behind head. Zanis, what did you end up doing?
Same thing.
Okay.
I'm standing there, arms crossed. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that.
Okay. He doesn't put you on the ground, but he's got his hand clamped on you, physically clamped.
I've got mine clamped on him.
He doesn't react, but also clamping around the bowling balls for shoulders is very difficult. But you get a good handhold. It's right on the neck. As she kind of looks around and goes, "You've made quite a mess. May I ask who you are?"
Boldaius.
Oh, nice to meet you, Boldaius. Who do you work for?
I don't have anyone. I don't have a boss.
Everyone has a master. And as she whistles, you hear fast footsteps as a kobold jumps out from the staircase. As he goes, he's a red kobold. His snout is very short. It looks like it got chopped off, so you can actually see teeth and almost like a metal plating over his nose, and his body seems to have been ripped apart in some places and replaced by metal. Skeeve, can you please search them?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
And so Skeeve walks up to you and goes,
Are you gonna comply?
Come again.
Are you gonna comply?
No.
oh. He starts searching. He goes to search through your stuff, like your pouches, your backpack, anything on you. He starts to search.
You can go for it.
Okay.
He doesn't have any weapons or anything on him. He doesn't care.
He starts searching through, and he finds the letter.
Snatch it.
Roll me a dexterity check.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
5.
So as he grabs it with his metal hand and like pulls it up, he goes, "Ah!" And as you go to snatch it, it like retracts in his hand for a second.
Yeah.
And he goes, and it sprints back to her and hands it to her. And she takes it. Well, thank you, Skeeve. Looks at it, folds it, and throws it at your feet. Doesn't crumple it up, but just puts it at like throws it at your feet. So you work for the benefactor.
Never met him.
Well, why are you here?
Why are you here yourself?
I'm protecting things I care about. That's why, including my commander.
Did a mighty fine job of that, didn't you?
Gods,
Oh my god.
take him out. As the one behind you just starts going to attack you. So if you'd like to roll initiative.
19.
All right, you will go first as he's clamped on you. You're still grappled, but you can tell he's turning to start hitting you.
Just gonna kind of like mirror his actions.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like me and this dude are like same.
Yep. Yeah.
Same
You're basically
fucking-
same posture, same like.
Just one's organic, one's not.
Yep. Like mirror match. You
Yep.
both have the same shoulder. It's like kind of like a over under, just like right here. And he's got his hand ready.
Let's see. How does he want to do this? Okay. Boldaius is gonna just try and like fireman him, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Go for it. Roll me an athletics check.
Athletics.
See if you can fireman him.
Probably not. It was a 13.
Well, let me roll for him.
No.
No.
You go to fireman and he sprawls so hard.
Yeah.
You face plant into the wood as you go to overhook. He just kind of like bats his hand down and just sprawls as you go face first, and he starts to put a guillotine in. As you are already grappled, he's going to try and choke you out. So please roll me a strength saving throw, please. What'd you get?
26.
I also got a 26.
No shit.
Yeah.
Rollies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. What'd you get?
11.
Oh, no. A natural 20.
Okay.
As you start to feel the hands go from like these giant like bowling balls and like boulders to something very, very intricate as it starts to grab around your throat. It's like instead of a guillotine where it's the elbow, he's grabbing both the sides of your throat and just compressing. As you start to feel consciousness slip away and you're out. He seems to be breathing, but you're definitely unconscious. Alright, so I'll ask someone with brains this time. Any one of you can answer. Why are you here?
The first thing he asks is he looks at Alvarn Vigil to see if they're gonna say anything.
We're just along for the ride.
We came into town. Shit looked very shifty. Kept getting told to fuck off for seemingly just existing.
For being nosy. I got reports.
Nosy's an exaggeration.
No, it's not.
Sure. We walked into a general store and saw a secret door. I think anybody would be a little bit curious.
Yes, but you were told to fuck off. And then you attacked my commander.
One of us.
Your group could have stopped him. Could have taken the lead. A lot of things you could have done to keep that from happening.
You know, I would disagree heavily with that.
Well, the company you keep shows a lot about yourself. As she looks towards Alvar and Vigil. So, how long for the ride? Yeah. Well, actually, we're just trying to help them. We're gonna make sure they don't die. And who do you work for? Oh, well, I work for him. And I work for the benefactor. Oh, so you do. So why are you here? Like I said, I'm along for the ride. So, with the technology I see here, and the fact that you're a dragonborn and that's a kobold, what are the odds that it's true? Everyone roll me an insight check. That's conscious and there. So, Gary, roll me.
No.
Okay. Yeah, no.
God, no.
So,
I'm fucking replacing this dice right now. Fucking me over.
she kind of like gives him a quizzical look. Let's see what he rolls. Maybe they are, maybe they aren't. So I ask you, are you friend or foe? Neither right now. They haven't done anything to make me upset, and who I work for doesn't really depict who I show my allegiance to. Is that true? And can you speak for these? Yeah, they don't know their ass from their elbow. It's kind of pathetic.
I take offense to that.
I don't care.
Dick.
Bitch.
Fair.
Alright, well, if you're done having your little whatever that was, I would like you to, accompany me, for lack of a better term, as we are going to carry one unconscious body, and we will carry more if we have to. As you need to roll me a perception check.
14.
So, what are you doing right now?
After like 2 minutes of them not coming out, I would have turned back around and would have stuck to the shadows and make my way back towards the saloon or the
Like general store?
general store.
Okay.
And just would have waited by the door.
Okay. With the 14, you start to notice the wood, as because you're kind of keeping an eye out and you're being hyper aware of everything. And you look down and the wood seems to sag a little bit where you're standing.
Like on the floor or try to like bounce up and down real quick.
It rises almost like a pressure plate. After about like after you land, you catch footsteps right before they go around the corner, and you see two automatons looking at you. These guys both have black eyes. Like their eyes like seem to have this gleam to them that you can see, but they're black as opposed to everything where it's kind of like a slate gray. And one is like more brass, but the other one's kind of like more stone looking.
Okay.
As they're both making direct eye contact with you. Halt.
Why?
Don't recognize. Hold.
Okay.
Um,
I was like, try to fix my posture.
as you guys, no, Zanis would see. As you got knocked the fuck out. As Zanis sees one of the Warforged kind of perk up, tap Skeeve on the shoulder, and Skeeve bolts outside. As he runs outside, you see the kobold, the red kobold with the like metallic like nose, but like almost like completely like compiled body of metal. As he turns, he looks around, he goes, "What? What? What?"
Oh, why, hello there, little one.
Hi.
How is your night?
Who are you? I don't know you.
I'm Latar. Nice to meet you.
Deception check.
Ooh!
Ah, shit.
19.
Alright, that's hard. You're coming with me.
He opens the door to the general store, points in.
Why am I coming with you?
Because it's past curfew.
So you need to...
I'm sorry. Then I should probably have...
No, you know where to go. As he points in the general store.
I don't feel safe then. Why would I...
Then you're not from here.
Okay, let's go inside then. I'd rather return to my home than...
He just gestures with his metallic arm. As whenever he gestures, you hear like tink, tink. Something's loose in his arm.
Alright.
As you walk inside, you see this shit show. You see Boldaius is now hood back, just like completely slack-jawed, laying against the wrecking ball automaton, almost like he's like sleeping on him, like they're cuddling. As you see Zanis looking kind of perturbed, more than usual, right next to Alvar and Vigil. As you see the black dragonborn female standing above them, talking to them. You see her take a thing from her pocket and look at you.
I'll get rid of it.
Thought so?
I see the letter on the ground, right?
Yes.
Don't...
She just
Don't
points to what they're doing.
do anything. I'll pull out the letter and I'll give it to the kobold. Read it if you want.
It's the same.
No shit. Thank you.
I'll get it down on my knees. I'll sit down.
Okay. As you sit down next to them. Oh, welcome to the party. We're about to change venues.
Now, you would see why I would get suspicious around here if you read the letter.
Oh no, I'm very aware that I'm not refuting the fact that it would be suspicious, but you should know you shouldn't stick your noses where they don't belong.
You're right.
regardless of how curious you are, because most people aren't as nice as us. As she starts to, like, give a few hand signals, and you see all the automatons start to almost, like, level up as they start to, like, they grow in size and start to kind of corral you guys. Your buddy is just bridle carrying you down. Because you're so big and he's so big, he's like having to angle you down. As they're just corralling you guys forward. Both the pink-eyed ones are looking right at you. Their gaze does not move, and it's directly, like, just waiting as they're behind you.
Is there a reason these two are staring at me?
Oh, they recognize a spellcaster when they see one.
Well,
So one of them's kind of like going cross-eyed.
No, they're both just going directly at him.
Okay.
That's more for later. Yeah, so they're just staring at you. They're corralling you too. They're motioning.
no, I'm going.
They look bigger, but they also look much nicer. Like they're not as like sharp. They're definitely much more round in their features, much more like kind of like warming as they kind of start to corral everyone down. What do you guys do?
Sleep.
Go. Just follow the leader.
Okay. As you guys start to go down, you notice after the first the first 4 stairs, it takes a hard left and then starts to, like, turn.
Do I see the fucking body that I threw down the stairs?
No.
Damn it.
You also don't see the countertop. You see debris. You see, like, parts where it broke, but you don't see it, like, smashed up against the wall. As you guys start to descend down the staircase, the smell starts to hit you, and it's not dirty. You would expect it to be kind of like mildewy, like stale air. It's kind of refreshing. Like you just walked into like it was cold outside. It's kind of warm. It's almost like walking into like the smell is almost like chlorine, like a pool. As you start to walk down, the air is very clean. As you start to walk through, you see these little like almost like sprinkler heads on the side start to like they're pushing out some sort of gas.
I'm holding my breath.
Okay.
I can hold it for it indefinitely, so I'm just.
They seem to keep going. They also seem to glow a little bit, almost like they operate as lights as well as whatever else they're doing.
I'm unconscious, so
You
I'm just breathing
actually
it in.
start to wake up.
Oh, nice.
Whenever you walk into this, everyone feels more relaxed. As soon as you walk in, you're less like do with it as you will, but your internal monologue of oh fuck, we're about to get murdered, we're about to get like executed, shit's about to go down. Those thoughts don't leave you. They just relax a little bit. Like your muscles physically relax, your brain may not. As you start to descend down the staircase, and there's a lot of twists and turns, and you see tunnels start to spiral, like go off in other directions, and the deeper it goes, the warmer it gets. For those who are outside during the whole waiting period, it's much warmer. It's very nice, actually. As you start to come to full consciousness, you're back at 1 HP. As the automaton's still walking you down, but it's like looking at you. Roll me an insight check.
No.
What does no mean?
It means it's in that one.
This automaton, you don't know if it has feelings, but it might have feelings for you. It could be your dad.
Father.
You don't know. You haven't met your dad. You could have been made.
That's true.
So you don't really think he's your dad, but you're also like, this is a lot of emotion I'm getting from this robot for no reason. There's got to be something there. As it's just kind of like looking at you while it's walking down the staircase.
Never mind.
Did you just let him carry you?
Yeah.
As you continue to descend down the staircase, he's now awake, and you notice this.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Everyone hears. Never mind.
Were you going to say something?
You're awake. Congratulations, you're alive.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, you're alive.
How often do you have to say that to Alva here?
None.
Nice.
I said it once. He hit me.
Oh, that makes no sense.
Never have to.
Dragonborn.
Yes.
Sorry. What is your name? I don't want to be rude and not call you just by your race, but
My name is Shale.
Shale. Nice to meet you, Shale. I'm DeGale.
That rhymes. Yes. Do you have a question?
No. Yes. Actually, sorry. How much farther are we going down?
It's going to be quite deep. We have probably another 10 minutes of walking. Why?
Just curious.
Cool. So you see the spores are still happening, so you will have to take a breath at some point. So is that when you took your breath? Whenever you...
No, I can hold my breath indefinitely.
Oh, yeah, indefinitely, because you're in air genocity. Forgot. Yeah. So, as
I
you're...
mean, like, eventually, like, I'll start breathing because there's no point for...
It's up to you. I mean, everyone else seems to be breathing fine. Especially him, since he was unconscious, he had to breathe. Like, he couldn't hold it. But everyone, the Vigil and Alvar both seem to be breathing just fine. As you all take the next 10 minutes, would you like to do anything? Do you have any questions you want to ask her, or anything you would like to... Would you like to start walking?
Yeah, after about 5 minutes, he's going to start walking.
Okay, after you like start to motion, he just sets you down.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Sorry.
Boldaius doesn't know what the fuck to do.
Cool. So,
I'm not writing anything down. What was your name again?
Shale, Shayle.
Got it.
So do you guys do anything for those 10 minutes? Other than walk.
Just walk.
So as you guys get down there, it flattens out. It is now much warmer. It's like very warm. If anyone's wearing like heavy armor or any sort of like cold gear, it's starting to almost overheat a little bit. So you're starting to get uncomfortable, starting to sweat. Everyone else is starting to get there, depending on how you deal with the heat. As you do, there seems to be the floor levels out completely level, like magically flat, like, and it's like all completely like concrete, almost like an epoxy floor. Actually, it's like it's smooth. It's like unrealistically like nice and smooth and like comfortable. So as you guys follow her, she opens the door and motions you all in. As you see, there's kind of like this little round table and an extra chair by itself, looking towards them, looking towards like the kind of half crescent, or crescent, not half crescent, a little crescent table. She gestures and she goes, "Sit at the moon, please."
I'll go sit down.
Okay. There's like 7 chairs, so everyone has a chair. So, do you guys go in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you guys go in. Vigil and you boy Alvar goes in, and she follows in. The automatons do not. As you walk into this room, I need everyone to roll me a charisma saving throw, please. As the padded walls, the like.
Hey!
Yeah.
First nat 20.
Cool.
27.
Cool.
15.
15. You both succeed. As this like feeling starts to wash over you, you can choose to fight it or not. But this feeling starts to wash over you where, as of right now, nothing has changed for you, but you feel something's different. You can try and fight it off if you want.
Definitely going.
Definitely.
Okay,
fight
okay,
it,
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they let it happen. So you walk in and she goes, "Oh, interesting. Please have a seat." As she sits down at the desk away from you guys.
I just feel different.
Yeah, you don't like it's a minor change where it's like you guys just barely recognized that this effect was happening. You had no clue it happened. You don't really feel the small difference.
Got it.
As she goes, "Okay, so first off, what are your names?" Going left to right.
DeGale Darkcloud, the 4th.
Said it already.
Last name?
Halfheart.
Zanis, Verora.
Interesting. All right, cool. And profession?
Mercenary.
Don't have one.
Intellectual.
Boldaius just looks at you like, what the fuck?
Alvar goes, Alvar, babysitter. And then Vigil goes...
Was that your last name?
Yeah, actually. Oh, sorry. Yeah, actually, it is. And you, Fairy. Oh, I'm Vigil. I am also a babysitter, but to him. Points at Alvar. She looks. All right. Cool. First question: why was the what happened? Someone want to tell me what happened, so I get your side of the story. I have reports and we have visuals on everything that did happen, so I'd like to know what happened.
How early did your visual start? Just wanted curious.
Let's start with nighttime. How about that? What happened tonight?
Came by. Wanted to obviously look down the cellar and obviously weren't able to, so drew my bow, went to go shoot, got hit first, and we started fighting.
Whenever you say that, before you say that you cast the spell Levitate.
Yeah.
Like, it blurts out of you. Almost like you, not like you purposefully omitted that fact, but the truth was driven out of you as you recognize Zone of Truth is active.
Does it look weird? Like, does it look weird when he blurts it out? Like, does it like?
I mean, that's if he makes a face about it, but you were not thinking that. So as soon as like you would say the thing, and then it almost like in tandem, just perfectly goes, almost like someone clipped it and put it in.
Got it.
So you just saw like a side glance from DeGale.
And proceeded to get our ass handed to, at least me. And then I got out of there and went, fucked off. Came back, and here I am.
All right. And you?
We kicked your commander's ass.
I guess it's not a lie, but it also kind of is a lie. Well, and she starts to look over at you. She goes, "It seems you all sustained your own damage." Sure. Okay. Well, next time he won't hold back.
Of course he's alive.
reason why I dragged them down here is I wanted to see if there was a can't think of the fucking word.
Cult.
No. Yeah, sure, cult. There's a cult down here.
There's no cult.
Any kidnappings?
Nope.
Didn't need to come down here. Sorry I wasted everyone's time here.
But that does bring up a good point. As Alvar speaks up, what is down here, Shale? So you start to see her like shift her glance towards him. There are a lot of things down here. Not one meant for most people's eyes. Which is why it was protected so heavily by someone trained. I would say that on if you're curious, you can prove your loyalty and get the chance to look around down here. It is earned. If not, we can just wipe your memory and leave you on your way.
Okay, then how do we go about getting trust?
Well, first you can start by apologizing to the commander. Each one of you.
Where is he at?
Let me go get him.
Around.
So she kind of stands up from the desk and leaves you all. So she leaves in a door that almost like blended in with the room as she leaves the room. Closes it. You are free to talk amongst yourselves for a little bit.
Alvar, what do you know?
A lot of things. What do you know? A lot of things? Weird. You've been withholding information, so that's fine.
Intellectual.
Alvar
I'm
smirks
going
at
to
that.
apologize to you guys for bringing you down here for no reason. I saw a drow, and immediately suspected that there were at least it was a cult or kidnappings down here, and obviously there wasn't. There's something else, but my sincerest apologies. And I apologize to you, Alvar, and
You don't need to apologize to us. I'm literally here to babysit. You can do whatever you want.
I'll accept your apology.
Did you develop a speech impediment?
are you talking to me like I'm dumb?
Nope.
I hate you.
You know, I do that, but
Also,
not to people that we have to hang out around for long periods of time.
intellectual?
Yes, did I study?
Boldaius just burst out.
No, I'm just curious. Like, why do you call yours like
I read books and I study.
all the time?
How does that make money?
It doesn't.
So it's not a profession.
I don't have a profession.
So when you were asked for a profession,
I gave them intellectual, yes.
okay.
Sounds like more of a hobby to me.
I might. Well, I mean, I guess I wouldn't really call myself a mercenary anymore. I love the worker shop. That's about it.
After this conversation just to die down, you see walking in is Jake, the Silver Dragonborn, the sheriff.
Sorry for kicking your ass.
That
was
is the single worst apology of all time. Ever.
You know, that was a lot. Thanks for the fake apology, I guess. He sits down. at the same desk, and then Shale stands behind him. And he goes, all right, so, looks like, okay, no, we continue this. Before we get to anything like what Shale's asking, first things first, where'd y'all come from? That's important.
A prison?
We told you
Before
this.
the time that we were asleep for 5 years, or
5 years?
Yep.
and how we ended up there is a great fucking question.
We were told that we got lost in the circulation of going in between prisons and
Bureaucrats and politics are bullshit.
and
On that, we agree.
got lost and we landed in that prison and we went to go do work and they let us out and stopped by here first to try to get horses and the rest of the deal to travel our further journey towards wherever the fuck we need to go to and
Zulapon.
And I saw a drow and got curious because I have a ill will of most drow, but I mean I know.
So you're racist?
Yeah, I'm racist towards drow.
All right, he's very very upfront about that. All right. No
Even
subtlety
though
around that.
No, I don't need to be racist towards every drows, but
Do you believe that?
Does
DeGale believe that?
Yes, he really does.
Okay. I was just making sure that wasn't a lie.
Yeah. Like he knows like random people, and he probably would have made a friend with the child drow at some point. But
All right, that's a lot. All right. Look, where were you all born? How will we start there? Country.
me, I don't know, cause
You would have been born near Zulapon.
Right.
Like in Zulapon, the country.
Got it. Well, I was born in Zulapon. I was born in a village. It's a long story, but born in Zulapon.
All right.
Sultandi.
Interesting. All right.
Based on your friend's reaction to my last name, they already know my family.
Right. Zulapon as well. Really? And you're associated with the benefactor based out of Zulapon? That makes sense for you too, I guess. What connection? All right.
Don't have one.
We didn't have one. He reached out to us completely on his own.
Well, well, I guess consider yourselves lucky. All right. So that's that. Let me look at my notes. All right. Not gonna lie, little suspicious. Obviously, having a 5-year memory gap. Because there's a lot of things in this world. Could be mind controlled. There's a lot of things that could happen. What I'm gonna say, I believe in second chances, and I will offer the ability to see what we got going on if you prove yourselves, and if you do it correctly. Now, it's obvious you all can actually sort of handle yourselves in a fight. So, how about you clear out some entities that are stuck in a cave? A few devils for us.
Works for me.
Sure.
How many is a few?
Probably about 10 or 12.
As a dozen. You lied.
Sir?
A few is more. That's more than a few.
Oh my god,
Fuck
we
it.
are not getting stuck on the grammar.
Sir,
Anyways, fuck it.
that is a few compared to what I'm usually used to fighting. Sorry, that was my problem. Lack of perspective could say that. I apologize. I did not lie, but yeah. There's lack of communication here.
When?
Well, you guys can head there basically after you get a little bit of a rest in you. Y'all a little hurt. I'd say I'll give you guys 2 days. Day to rest, or at least tonight to rest, and then half a day's travel. Do whatever you gotta do there. Half a day back. There's a few devils in there. I'm gonna request that you get rid of them. Not requesting you kill them. Do it as you will. You can figure whatever you want out. Just recognize handling it certain ways will have certain results. Because these devils are from Zulapon. From one of the gangs around there. So, they go missing down in our mines. That brings hell on us. So, if you do it the right way, you get a better reward. Do it the wrong way, well, do what we can.
So get rid of them at any choice.
Yep.
Got it.
I feel like
I'm gonna let you take the lead on this because you're an intellectual and you probably know a lot about you would probably know a lot about devils, and so I'm gonna let you take the lead on this, and you take
well,
charge.
based on the reward that is being offered to us, the greater reward by not slaughtering them, we should try and take them out without murder.
Okay. Go.
I'm looking at you, Rage Man.
In Abyssal, I say to fuck off.
Do I speak abyssal?
Damn it! Don't!
You see Alvar chuckle. But from his mouth, you just hear.
The fuck did you just say?
That was Abyssal.
Okay. Well, at least someone knows how to speak Abyssal, so we have someone that can communicate to them.
Unfortunately, that's demons, not devils, but close.
Oh, fuck. I always get the two mixed up.
Yeah, no, it's infernal.
Nah,
Yeah.
don't know that one. Do you,
No.
Mr. God damn it.
I know 5 languages, that is not one of them.
They have a book with, like, how to read Infernal.
You're trying to read?
Yep.
How would that help the situation?
Don't fucking know.
Alright.
Look, can we just get to bed?
Yep, that too.
Sure. If you hand me, if you do what Miss Sarah asked. Sir?
DeGale, I am very sorry for levitating and trying to attack you.
No problem. And if you're not sorry, you can't say it. You said it sarcastically the first time, so I let it go. You can lie, but he'll know if it's a lie. So you can say it, but he'll know.
I'm sorry for trying to choke the life out of you.
That got me.
Well, I appreciate it. You got a pretty strong grip there.
Thank you.
While I hold on to the fact that you were extremely shifty, I do apologize.
All right. Cool. Looks at Alvar. I don't give a shit. I'm sorry, I guess.
To be fair, you didn't even do anything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, all right. I'm sorry. I believe every ounce of that.
That might be the single most enthusiastic apology I've ever heard in my life.
Are you okay?
No!
I hurt you. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I hurt you a lot. Yeah, I'm aware. It's like he's still stitched up.
Does he look like he got? Does he look like he got healed or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he just got healed.
He looks pretty much fine. There's just some bruises.
Was he just faking it?
Roll me an insight check. You can all roll me insight checks.
Shit! 9.
17.
15.
You can't tell. He was faking it. He was holding back. He was faking it. Looking back on the fight, whenever he would go to do something, like whenever he, like, you choked him, he would hold here and here to, like, look like he was relieving pressure with the top hand, with the bottom hand he was healing himself. What'd you get?
15.
He's got some snarkiness behind him that's like, you guys definitely got the better of him. Like, there's nothing, like, you definitely got, he was not expecting what he got, but he could have kept going. It seemed that he didn't want to, he wasn't going for any kills for sure. As we're gonna take like a 4 minute break. 4 minute break. Yes, just gonna relax a little bit. I need to go to the bathroom.
We'll be right back.
We'll be
Be
right
right
back
back with
after these short messages.
Of nothing.
That don't exist because
Nope. Short messages.
that don't exist.
Short message.
Gary's an intellectual.
That's the first thing that came on me.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there.
You random NPC.
Hey, what's up, my NPCs? It's your boy, God. Back with another one. Back from break. Hope you all had a good, 4 minutes of not having to deal with this shit. I know, I did. So, we come back to you all getting led to your sleeping quarters for the night. It seems to be essentially a military kind of room. There's cots. There's about 12 beds in here, but it's a very low light area. No, the beds have sheets and stuff, and they're right off the ground. But there's cots. There's not much. It's very, very minimalistic. But there's essentially nothing in the room except for the cots.
Boldaius is tired.
Okay.
Gonna hit the hay.
Cool. Roll for attack.
I'll
16.
You sleep real well.
um
Intellectual.
Shale.
Yes.
We had recently purchased some animals from you guys. They're 10 minutes out from.
No, I know. They're out in front of the saloon now.
Cool. Alright, good night, I guess.
Good night. In the morning, I'll have an automaton bring you to the destination. Any questions before I leave?
It's just answered by loud snoring.
No. We
Alright.
will see you next time.
Tomorrow morning, I will send you all off. And on that note, good night. So she leaves the room.
We'll find a cot and I will sleep.
Go sleep.
Cuckoo.
Zanis.
Yeah, I'm asleep.
Alright. You gotta go sleep.
Name sounds like Xanax.
Xanax.
You gotta go wake up. Alright. So what are you doing now? You just woke up. What are you doing? As you start to kind of lull yourselves out of sleep, it's very hard to wake up in here because of the low light, and the cots are actually pretty comfortable. It's not too bad down here. Plus the warmth from the heat that's around everywhere is very comfortable.
I've been in very dark places, having to trying to wake myself up at times. So I'm immediately up, but I don't want to leave the cot. But fuck.
Yeah, your eyes go, but you still just sit there.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I've been there every fucking morning.
I'll make sure I have everything. My 58 arrows. Keep track.
Proud of you. Good thing you didn't lose one in that fight.
I know. Get up. See if either the 4 is awake. Yeah, 4.
Are you guys awake? Who wakes up first?
I would have waken up first, for sure.
Alvar seems to be reading a book when you wake up.
Morning, Alvar. Did you sleep at all?
I did.
Good. Good morning.
Good morning.
Boldaius for sure wakes up last.
Yep. Vigil is does instead of the kind of what you're doing, it's more the me 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 me.
Oh God.
And a few times during the night, for the light sleepers, you just hear me 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 me. Oh. It just gets jacked in the stomach.
Definitely would have heard that.
So it's like the fucking the king from Robin Hood, the animated Robin Hood.
Oh.
You know when he's sleeping?
Oh yeah. Yeah, but after that, he like kind of dies down. But now that he's back in he's full REM sleep. It's me. So you hear this for like the first like 20 minutes that you're awake. You want me to shut him up?
Please.
Okay, cool. And you see him grab like the back of one of his swords and just right in the stomach. I'm awake.
Morning's call. Good morning.
How can you tell? There's no sky.
True. Morning.
Good morning. Halfheart's definitely a morning person, you can tell.
Does he sleep in his armor?
Yeah, 1000%.
Are there like dents in that part of his armor from like Halfheart doing
No,
this?
there's dents everywhere. Halfheart chooses a new spot every time.
Like a garage door you just throw a baseball into.
And so he's like, all right, good morning. How's everyone doing? Oh, wait,
I'm
Boldaius is asleep. Zanis, you awake? Zanis is awake.
Alright.
Boldaius.
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 You just see his red eyes open.
Good morning. Okay. Let's wait for the thing.
Shale?
No. Is it Shale that's coming to get us?
She's meeting us.
Okay.
And she said the automaton also was meeting us. I don't know.
I thought the
I hope it
Tauntaun
speaks.
ordered- Let's get out of here.
Okay.
Why is it locked?
It's locked. It's 100% locked. And you don't see a lock on this side.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
You hear of like 30 locks. Opens, and you see probably about a foot tall is this little like mechanical mushroom. It is about a foot tall. It's looking up at you. It has eyes and a little smiley. It's like BMO, but a mushroom.
Okay.
Like it's got a little smiley face, and it just looks like a ball of joy.
Good.
And it's just looking up at all of you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my god.
How did you sleep?
Fucking great. Best sleep. Could've
Zanis,
had.
who's still laying in bed, sees this, goes, so this is a nightmare. And he just rolls back over.
Are you going to take us to
I'm here to take you
Shale?
to the cave.
Okay. To the cave we go.
We just have to go by Shale. She's on the way.
Okay.
Let's go.
And he says,
Boldaius, get Vanis.
I just take his cot and flip it.
"Sir,
As soon as he feels like something grab hold of the cot, he fucking like immediately like, rolls out of it. He's like, nope.
dexterity check." You gotta beat it. 8.
Got 8.
Okay.
He actually had to be 9.
So you feel the hands start to move as soon as they touch, so you start rolling out, and at the last second he kind of like dips you, and you just, it almost like meets the ground perfectly. Instead of getting flipped, you just roll out.
Morning. And I walk away.
And the mushroom is waddling really slowly. And then as it like notices that you guys are faster,
Do you want help walking faster?
Oh, you want to go fast?
and he takes out this little wheel
You've got to be
and he
fucking
hops
shitting.
on it. He's like the fucking robot from Wall-E, the one with the washer.
The fucking most angry motherfucker in the world.
Yeah, robot. And he hops on it, and he goes,
Let's go.
and he's got a speed of like 50, but he'll slow down for you guys.
Damn. He was fast as fuck. You try to chase after him for a bit, and then once I realized he slowed down, I was like, okay.
Yeah, he definitely slows down for you guys, but he goes,
Sorry.
Do you have a code name? Nice to meet you.
No, I was thinking.
Oh.
I usually just get ordered. You can name me. I will respond to anything.
I'm going to call you Demo.
What the fuck?
What does that mean?
Emotional? I don't fucking know. Come up with a name, Mr. Intellectual.
Name me.
Ooh, the M is for mushroom. Automaton. Dema. I don't know. Fucking name him. He wants a name. God damn it, name him, Mr. Intellectual.
Name him.
Somebody name me.
Give him a name, Mr. Intellectual.
it's starting to go into a frown.
This is just like metal creaking as it fucking
Yeah.
No, that's just depressing.
That's what the D stands for.
Let's make it an H. You're a happy mushroom automaton. You're an H-bot.
Come on.
Come on. There we go.
His name can be Wheelie.
Ah, Willie. Yes.
But I don't always have the wheel.
Yeah.
But that's the cool.
Hema.
Are you fucking done?
Hema.
For now.
Your name is Hema.
Him a wheelie?
Hema Willie.
I like how the fucking speed up sound is in his fucking voice.
No, he's saying it. Like you
No
hear him saying
way.
it. Because it sounds like he's putting more effort into doing something. It's not used to going that fast. As he like speeds up, it's like an escort mission, but you have the reversed roles where you're the slow one, and he's like speeding up, stop, speeding up, stop. He's the waypoint. And after a little bit, you get to Shale, and he stops at Shale's feet. Looks up.
Please tell me to Shell's name.
Shale. They're here.
Thank you so much. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Do you have rations?
Yeah, we should.
Okay. It's about half a day's travel. Like the commander said. Do any of you you carry magical weapons on you? I assume, or some sort of magic.
Pull out my dagger.
Point to the fucking veil.
This isn't magical, but it's silvered. So.
That may not be of use. I'll have to loan you something. Do you have something to? You don't have any weapons on you.
No.
Did you forget them?
No.
Do you want something?
Sure.
Alright. Yeah, what do you fight with?
Generally my hands.
Do you have any knuckle busters? Knuckle brass. My bad. Brass knuckles. That's weird.
What do you fight with?
Longbow. Dagger.
I'll be back.
More stuff.
Oh,
She walks back. She like walks away for a little bit, you hear like rummaging in her abode behind her. It's still just tunnels. So it's just been doorways. It's just been doorways and tunnels. There's been nothing where you haven't been able to see anything else. It's very boring. As you wait for a little bit, she comes back and she's like, "Well, all I have is," and she pulls out a great axe. "I have one of these. Can you use this? I assume you're very large." Cool. It's just a +1 great axe. That's on loan. Please return it. I don't want to have to pull it off a devil. And then she pulls out 20 +1 arrows. Devils sometimes have resistance to the mundane, so just in case, give you all a little bit of help.
Do you all smoke like that?
Oh, no, this is gnome leaf.
I guess it's rise and bake, I guess. Anyways. Let me tell Shale your name.
Shale, I am Himawili.
That's so nice. Definitely an upgrade.
Thank you. Can I go help them now?
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
As he starts to wheel away.
We're following him, right?
Mm-hmm.
And outside.
Follow outside.
There's no outside. It's just more tunnels.
Oh, cool.
But these tunnels that he starts to turn you into go into more of a more natural, less constructed, less polished. Definitely recognizing you're going into mines now. It's not so much the kind of like man-made areas that you were used to. You also stop looking. You stop seeing the kind of like spores that are around, and you guys start to feel all of like you tense back up almost instinctually from like the relaxing feeling. As you guys all start to follow, you notice that that Hipawili is now you see him actually project something above him, and it looks like an arrow.
This motherfucker's a waypoint.
Yeah. He has just this little projector right above him that just like, just points you where he's going. And you can always see it. When it starts to hit real dark areas, it like glows. So you can always see him, because once you start to hit dark areas, like you guys really struggle to see him. You don't struggle as much, but he's kind of fast, so it is kind of hard to keep up with him from time to time. So I will need everyone to roll me a D100, please.
Everyone.
Yeah.
23.
Uh, 67.
Damn, 2 off.
Always.
86.
Okay. Let me consult my chart. Okay.
Oh, Cascadberry. And I will hand one to each person.
You see Hipawili stop, turn, and put both of his hands out. And there's like an orb in his hand.
I can't taste.
Pass on to both of you guys, and I'll let you on myself.
Appreciated.
Thanks.
And then 2 more too.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks. You guys having fun yet? I'm having fun.
Are you?
Always. You having fun?
Never.
That's false. You've had fun before. You read books. Halfheart, do you have any more of those books? No. But it'd be funny. No.
You do realize I'm standing right here, right?
Oh shit! Yes, I did.
He went left. Alright, beautiful.
He's just standing 50 feet away with the waypoint pointing behind him, just looking.
Java too.
I keep feeling like I'm being judged by a mushroom robot.
Come on, guys, we need to go.
I don't judge. It's not in my programming.
I can't believe he's real.
I am real.
I want to keep him.
I am for sale.
Wait, really?
How much?
Friendship.
Are you shitting me?
Please steal me.
Absolutely.
I've never had a name before.
Okay, we have to steal him. We have to steal him.
I'm sure we could just ask them.
I am all down to keep you.
Vigil,
Yeah.
are you in?
Picks him up. So you see Vigil, the fairy with the torn wings and plate mail, holding the mushroom with a wheel, kind of like hanging now because it's like slightly attached by like almost like spokes.
This is gonna be the first fucking fan art that we get is of the fucking like
Dude, I'd
the
be so okay with
tortured and
this.
traumatized fucking fairy holding the fucking mushroom robot on a wheel.
Please make this happen. This would be great. If anything, just the mushroom bot. Hemo wheelie. Anyways.
All I request is that he only has one eye. He looks so funny.
I can change that.
What?
You want me to have one eye?
Sure.
No!
No, 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 no.
Get it.
You don't need
I
to do that.
am pliable. I can do whatever you would like me to.
I want to give him a soul.
For now, you can hold on to this. Pull out my dagger and hand it to him. It's
a great sword.
Now onward, Hema Wheelie.
Put me down.
Oh yeah, sorry. As he just
I need him to murder one of these devils so bad.
you just see him.
The devil's already dead on the ground and he just fucking runs up and stabs the corpse in the eye. Like,
Dude.
So yeah, he's starting to fully push past. While going down, you start to feel the ground tremble for a good 5 minutes. And then it passes.
Hema, slow down for a second.
Dude.
It's like a crab. Whenever the crab's given a knife.
Take off my leather strap that I had it for it, and I was like, go down to him, tie it on him. I'm tying a sheath for it, so.
He turns around so you can put it on his back so he can look cool.
Right. All you need to do?
Oh, I have a big head and little arms. Put it on. Fix it.
He made it in the sheath, right?
Nope. He completely missed.
Just. Hey.
Did it? Yes? You had a question.
Felt trembles, so let's be careful.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully it wasn't a quagmire.
Let's hope it's not that too. Let's keep going for now, and if we feel more rumbles, then we stop again.
Okay.
As he skedaddles forward, after 10 minutes later, you do feel trembles. Trembles? Trembles. Trembles.
Trembles.
You see trembles.
Stop.
Did it?
Good job.
Thanks.
Waiting for the rumble to stop if it does.
Another 5 minutes, it stops.
Let's go. Onward.
And you feel no more trembles after that. Getting on to the second leg of your journey, you start to hear crying. Almost like a human crying. Like weeping, sorrowful. Like it's mourning.
Alright, so we all hear that, right?
Yep.
He stops at the next waypoint. The wheelie stops at the next waypoint.
Are we here?
No.
Yes.
No, you all stopped.
Do you hear that? Do you have audio? You have to have audio receptors.
Yes. I heard the crying.
Cool, it's not a spell, I don't think, then.
I would suggest ignoring it, just in case if it's something dangerous.
Already doing that.
Cool.
But there's only one way, and the way is forward.
There is no other tunnels, correct?
It seems like this tunnel has been like. Everyone roll me a survival check.
Are we in the Underdark?
21.
19.
I am a survivor. Oh, 22.
It would be considered Underdark. Sorry.
Shit.
Sorry. I just processed what you said.
Got it.
Said 19, 22, 21?
I said 19.
19, 21. What's 9 plus 10?
Fuck, I have to...
20 you. Sad robot.
I'm looking for... Why is it... Okay. So we're traveling at normal pace at this point. Can't be lost by any magical means. I remain alert to danger when engaged in another activity. Can move at a stealthy pace. And I assume there's no tracks at all.
That's what. I mean, it wouldn't be. Kind. Why? Why?
I would know the exact number.
Yeah. Okay, but still roll a survival check. I'll let you know the extra information.
Okay. Would I have advantage or just no? My proficiency is doubled.
Okay.
Okay. So it would be. So 22. So 25.
Okay. So 25, 21, 19. So you two, Boldaius and Zanis, you guys recognize that this has been walked quite a bit before. And you look around, you kind of notice like things have been mined out of these walls specifically. Like you're definitely in a mine. Like this, and this is not like an abandoned mine either. But the footsteps that you start to look at, for you start to notice that most of them are pretty large, but you're noticing some smaller ones. You're noticing there are actually about 14 weird looking like claws, smaller boots, like you'd say probably about 14 devils between tieflings, bone devils, and chain devils. And then there's one larger thing that you probably wouldn't know. Large creature.
No, unless I would have seen it at all.
Yeah, because you're from Zulapon, I'm letting you know those first two
Yeah.
because you would. But yeah, the big one, you don't know.
Gotcha. Kind of like bend down on the ground, touch some dirt.
Okay.
There's about 14 tieflings and 2 other kinds of devils down here. You notice, you said spine devil?
Chain devil,
Chain devil.
and bone devil.
One devil, got it. I'm going to assume the other 2 are are chain devils and a bone devil. How in that 14? Does it look like there's?
There are probably about 10 tieflings, about 2 bone devils, and then 2 chain devils, and then one thing that's real big. You don't know what it is.
10 tieflings, 2 bone devils, 2 chain devils, and
Something big.
something very large. It seems like so
Definitely bigger than a bear.
bigger than a bear. Alright, let's keep good. It looks like we're going in the same direction that it's heading in, or
Yes.
okay. It looks like we're following it, so that's be on alert.
Still hear him crying too.
We keep going forward.
How far away does the crying sound?
You can't really tell. It doesn't sound. It seems to echo off of the walls
So
so
it's,
much.
just, it's making its way down to us.
Yeah.
No matter we could be a mile away. We could be right up on it.
And as you guys start to continue your movement, you're recognizing that it still sounds just as far as away. Until you get about probably 5 minutes into your walk, it sounds like it's completely around you. It's surrounding you. So, what do you do? Just keep going? You're still in the same kind of hallway tunnel thing. It's about 15 feet wide. Yeah.
How long have we been traveling this tunnel for?
So the tunnel has like curved and moved and changed, but for all the entire time he's been sending waypoints, it's been probably almost like a little over a quarter, like a third of a day.
Okay.
A third of your travel, because yours was the first leg.
Mhm.
This is the second leg. Then get to the third leg.
Got it.
That's freaking weird.
I agree. Once it sounds like it's all around us, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm going to cover my ears.
Okay.
And suggest everyone to do the same.
I cast detect magic.
Okay. So as you cast invisibility, as the shadows start to like surround you, and then almost like when light hits a shadow, it just disappears. You start to cover your ears, and as you do, you look over to Boldaius. How do you cast your spell, Mr. Bard?
Mr. Bard. Show me your way of the magic.
Was there specifically do it for a bard?
It's musically usually.
Oh,
So I was just saying it. Cool. So you go. So you kind of like, almost like do like a little finger roll on the like, and as you do, the runes on the bongo seem to light up and like vibrate through the area, and as they do, you look around, you notice he's magical, the thing on him, his veil, you're noticing a lot of magical like auras from you guys, from both the other compatriots, Alvar and Vigil, but you also notice it's all around you. And it seems to be emanating from a part in the wall where the wall meets the ground, like in a corner.
I'll walk over to that corner.
Okay. So you kind of walk over. What are you doing?
It's just taking a look, seeing what I can see.
Roll me an investigation check.
You good over there, buddy? Do something.
Oh, with advantage because you have
Good.
detect magic.
That would be an 11.
The DC was really low because of your detect magic. As you kind of look in this area, you start to like move, like you start to recognize like it's broken, like the part of the wall is broken and seem to be put back. And as you do, you pull back and you see that there is a dead like baby. Like the bones, like there are tiny bones of like some sort of like dragon born, like it's humanoid, but it also has like a dragon-ish skull. As you see it, just kind of sitting there.
Come take a look.
Walk over.
Yeah, you see the same thing.
It's like straight up bones.
Yeah,
Or-
it's bones. You see a few scales,
Got it.
but they're starting to deteriorate on their own.
Look at the scales, see what kind of color it is. What roll would that be?
Survival, or history,
Um,
or nature.
nature.
Sure.
That would be 17.
So you know, like they're starting to the color's like almost completely faded. You can just tell from like the texture and knowing about dragonborns, like they're not super common, but you've traveled around them before. You do. It's definitely a metallic dragon, as it's kind of like a softer scale, a like smoother scale. And as you start to look at it, it's almost got like a greenish tint. So it's probably copper.
Got it. I'll keep it,
Okay.
and if I ever run across a copper dragonborn, I'll.
Okay.
This it looks like he used to be a copper dragonborn before it had passed away. You see magic around it?
It's coming right from here.
Interesting. I'll look around to see if anything's like happening at all.
No.
Okay. I'll collect the bones and I'll at some point I'm going to try and find a better resting spot for it.
So you kind of put everything together. When you grab that first scale, you can't put it with the other stuff. You put it immediately in your pouch, almost like autonomously. You put it in your pouch.
Okay.
And you will have you don't know this, but I'm telling you to write it down. You have a cursed copper scale. You do not know why you put it in your pouch separately, and you still have the feeling you want to do what you were gonna do.
Yeah.
But this scale in specific is definitely yours, and you want it to stay that way.
Got it.
And there is an additional thing that is possible for happening, but find out about that later. So.
How much would it weigh? Like less than a pound.
Oh yeah, it's like it's small too. It's like this. It was a baby scale.
Okay.
So it's like 0.1, 0.00001, like less than an ounce.
1 gram.
It is 1.5 grams.
Dude.
More like gram.
Alright.
Keep walking.
Okay. Yeah. So you bag the bones. You all keep walking, and the sorrowful weeping seems to subside. As you get to the final leg of your journey, I want everyone to roll me a perception check, please.
Perception. It's not a nat 20, but it is a 19.
10.
19.
24.
Okay. It is the Underdark.
Yeah. Oh shit.
Doubles your proficiency. So 26.
So
Are you proficient in perception?
I am.
So 26.
That would be.
Yeah.
No, that'd be 29.
Hmm.
It doubles my
your-
wisdom.
I thought you said it doubles your proficiency.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm going to look at it again.
I was like, I thought it just gave expertise to the things that you do.
Your proficiency is doubled for proficient skills.
Yeah.
When you make it with So.
Yeah. So it's the plus 2. So it's 26.
Yeah,
Which is still good.
Yeah.
We're still real good. So you don't really recognize anything. You hear flapping. Zanis, you hear flapping. You hear flapping as well. But you also hear it turn to like crawling, like scratching on the walls. You can't really place it, but it's definitely something's around you guys.
It hasn't been long enough for my invisibility to wear off yet, has it?
No.
Okay. So yeah, I'm just.
Guys, let's be on watch.
Mm-hmm.
Something's flapping in front of us and scratching at the same time. Could be something very large. Could be. Don't know.
Boldaius.
Wheelie takes out his greatsword.
Good job, Gray.
In sync. Boldaius. Got his great axe.
You just nod. You get a nod from him.
Nima, lower the protection. I'll slink to the wall and I'll pull out my bow and arrow and I'll try to walk forward just a little bit.
He seems to seemingly disappear if you rely on dark vision. As the projection was torchlight essentially. Pushes everything aside, you keep going up. Nothing seems to jump out at you guys. It seems to be scratching or clawing away from you now, to the way you're going, but definitely faster. And like flapping, like it stops. It's like crawling and scratching for a little bit, and then it just starts flapping.
I will unslink and start put it away, put my bow away, and I'll start running.
Okay.
I'm just following.
Just follow.
So running or just following?
I'll run. I'll keep up.
Okay. Shroomy boy. And it's just vroom zooming all the way to the point where you hear voices talking. And then you hear the flapping stop. And then you hear nothing after that, as you have now approached the camp. And that's where we will end tonight. Just as Gary got his food, so I don't have to hear him eat.
It was accurate. It said it was going to take like 45 to 50 minutes, so I was like, I'm going to order it now. So it's here whenever we're fucking done. And then it took like 20 minutes to get here.
Got it. Cool. So, thank you everyone for joining us.
Thank you.
We had fun. And hopefully we'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Next Wednesday.
Next
Gary's
Wednesday
intellectual.
at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Intellectual.
Intellectual.
That's me.
It's everyone but him.
Woo. See you guys next time.
You hit the microphone, you cunt.
Okay. Hit it! Hit it! Garrison! Mr. Intellectual!
He just holds you guys here for so long, I love it.
In the stream.
Or what?
I'm going over there and stealing your food. 3, 2,